What's up?
Oh, I'm just compiling all the top sports scores, news, and odds so I can make the very best bets.
Me too. BetOnline.ag.
Join today and receive your 50% welcome bonus at betonline.ag.
Hello and welcome to this week's CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. I'm your host, Nick Qualia, sitting with Marvazan and Mike Molyneux per usual. Guys, we have not too much to talk about when it comes to the Patriots right now. There's a few storylines that have popped up here and there, but over this past week, really nothing. But, thanks to Marv for bringing this up. Mike Reese brought up a pretty good point. He wrote an article about Randy Moss potentially being in the Patriots Hall of Fame. He's already in Canton. He's already in the Hall of Fame. But the discussion, I guess, has to be had. It's a legit discussion. Guys, does Randy Moss deserve to be in the Patriots Hall of Fame for his 3 years and 4 games worth of work? Marv, what do you think?
As amazing as Randy Moss was in the Patriots uniform, and as magical of a season 2007 was with Tom Brady, I think it's really hard to place Randy Moss in the Patriots Hall of Fame just due to tenure. 3 years is very short to be in a Hall of Fame of any team, to be honest. And the fact that, unfortunately, it doesn't come with any rings with it.
Unfortunately.
And, really unfortunate that it comes with no rings. It makes it very hard to make the argument for 3 years and Randy Moss. I get it. I get the 50 touchdowns in the first season. I get the numbers he put up. But 3 years is very short. And to make a Hall of Fame on any team, like I said, and no rings attached to it, I don't see it right now.
All right, Mike, before we jump over to you guys, let me tell you that the Patriots Roundtable is powered by betonline.ag. Go to clnsmedia.com/win and use promo code CLNS50 to receive 50% cash back on your first deposit. And Mike, real quick, I just want to read you guys some stats just because looking at specifically the 2007 season, because that was the season, that was the Randy Moss season. There was tons of questions coming into that year. Is Randy Moss going to fit in the system? Is he going to work out well with Bill Belichick, who we know is a hard ass? Randy Moss kind of has a tough time with discipline. And then at that time, and then is he going to work well with Tom Brady? Are they going to mesh well together? And then over his tenure with the Patriots, tied for third in touchdown receptions, tied with Ben Coates. And just looking at that 2007 season, I mean, on 98 receptions, 1,493 yards, and a league-leading 23 touchdowns.
Ridiculous.
His season that year, and really, I mean, the other 2 years were great too, but that year specifically was out of this world. It was out of this world. All right, so Mike, what do you think? Does Randy Moss deserve to be in the Patriots Hall of Fame?
Like I was just talking to you guys, before this, Randy Moss and the New England Patriots, they were a match made in heaven. I mean, I think, once the Patriots acquired Randy Moss, people probably figured, all right, Tom Brady's a pretty solid quarterback, and now he's getting his first real legitimate weapon. And I don't think anybody could have dreamed of the season they had together that first year in 2007. And I think Marv hit the nail right on the head. The fact that they didn't win a ring in that first year, undefeated season, make it all the way to the Super Bowl to lose. I hate talking about it sometimes, but the fact still remains, as great as of a season that was, the fact that they couldn't bring it home in the biggest game, I think still weighs on all of them to this day. I'm talking everybody on that roster, offense, defense, the coaches, everybody. If the Patriots were able to get that Super Bowl win with the undefeated season, everything that came along with that season, and then the rest of Randy Moss's career would have unfolded the same way it did, I feel like the scale would have tipped more in favor of, yes, Randy Moss should be in the Patriots Hall of Fame, even though he only had 3 seasons and a couple games. The fact that he would have been a part of an undefeated season, an undefeated team to win a Super Bowl, I think that would have tipped the scale in the direction of him, being enshrined in the Patriots Hall of Fame. But unfortunately, no rings attached. He'll be remembered for the great season. It still hurts me how that relationship broke apart. But unfortunately, Randy Moss should not be putting on, red jacket, right? A red jacket going into the Patriots Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and that's just it. I mean, Randy Moss, as great as he was for the 2007 season, and again, how solid he was for the next 2 years, and then only played a couple of games in that fourth season before he got traded. They didn't win anything with him. And if you're not going to win anything and you want to be in the Patriots Hall of Fame, and he hasn't campaigned. So when you say you want to be in the Patriots Hall of Fame, that's not what I mean. I mean, if he is going to be in the Patriots Hall of Fame and you didn't win anything, you at least got to be here for a couple more years, even maybe 2 more seasons. I would have been like, okay, Randy Moss, 5 years, 5 total years with the Patriots. Right. At that point, I would have maybe said, okay, put this guy in. But then you look at the list of names who aren't even in the Patriots Hall of Fame yet, who were kind of shocking. And they're so shocking that I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong on this, guys, correct me. Richard Seymour, not in the Patriots Hall of Fame. Mike Vrabel, not in the Patriots Hall of Fame.
Will be.
Rodney Harrison, not in the Patriots Hall of Fame.
Wow. Will be.
Those 3 guys alone. Lawyer Malloy, not in the Patriots Hall of Fame.
Deion Branch should be in the Patriots Hall of Fame. And they haven't really talked about him, not much yet, at least.
Exactly. That's 5 names right there that should be in the Patriots Hall of Fame, at least before we start talking about Randy Moss. Maybe Randy Moss down the line if you start running out of guys to put in the Patriots Hall of Fame. But because I mean, like, look at these tenured players the past couple of years. There's people just leave. People come here for a year and then just leave. So maybe they'll run out of players after Edelman and Gronk, whatever. But no, I mean, if those 5 guys are not in the Patriots Hall of Fame yet, Randy Moss didn't win anything. Randy Moss only here for really 3 full seasons. I have a tough time putting him in the Patriots Hall of Fame. I really do. At least for right now. We'll talk about this in the future. Again, if it's a dull season, maybe he'll make his way in. And that's not anything against Randy Moss. What he did in 2007 was amazing. And again, he was good.
Jacket, so
yeah,
he doesn't really care for that.
Yeah, you think Randy Moss gives a damn about this conversation?
Hey man, he gave a damn enough to shout out the team and them unfortunately not winning during. So I think, like I said, it's in the back of his mind and probably everybody's mind, but I don't think he cares that much about the Patriots Hall of Fame. But he was happy to be a part of the organization for sure.
Oh, for sure. I just don't think he got the gold jacket. I think that's what matters to him. And again, this is my last point too. Patriots Hall of Fame, to me, I think it's got to be somebody, when you think of them, do you think about the Patriots? Is that their team? Is that their team? When you think of Randy Moss, do you think about the Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah.
That's, if he's going to make it into one of the teams.
I think it's 50-50.
Between the Patriots?
Because that one great Vikings, year.
I think a lot
Minnesota
of people,
for 8 years.
That is true, but the perception of Randy Moss in the Minnesota and Oakland days were negative. He was a crazy athlete, of course. Everyone knew that, but he was known as those diva receivers. And then when he came to New England, his whole perception really changed of who Randy Moss was. So, I think it might be 50-50 when it comes to Randy Moss. Yes, he had more years in the Vikings, but what he did with the Patriots was very special. And you can't talk about Randy Moss and not talk about the Patriots.
That 1 year that he had with the Patriots, yes, stands out a lot. I think even probably more than a lot of the Minnesota years, not only because of his individual success, but the team success and how far they were able to get. So I think that season, does stand out, which makes it probably closer than people think when you think of Randy Moss. What is he remembered for the most? So I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, you're right. But he did have great years with Minnesota, but nothing's going to surpass what he did in 2007. 2007 was a freak year. Him and Tom Brady, that was a weird combination. I mean, we were all young at that point, but holy hell. Unbelievable.
They were beautiful to play with in Madden, I tell you that.